Hey guys, welcome back for another video on my YouTube channel. My name is Anton and I hope you're doing fantastic today. So today I'm back for another video, and today's video concept is going to be a bit different than usual. In fact, I've had a lot of comment requesting for a kickflip tutorial, a tutorial overall, stuff like that. People reaching me on Instagram and stuff, asking me for that. So I think that today is going to be all about that. So also, as you can see, today is not like my current schedule. It's not Tuesday, it's not Friday, but it's Sunday, and it's because I think that I'm gonna be adding an extra video actually in the end of each week, learning a trick, teaching you tricks, and maybe any requests you guys may have to help you guys out skateboarding or to progress myself. Because after all, the objective of this channel is to get you guys stoked on skateboarding and on boarding overall, and actually to make your guys' day. So I mean, what a better way to get people stoked on boarding and to make your days than actually teaching you something you can do on a skateboard, because actually the more you know about something, the more you like it, and the more you can enjoy it. And so yeah, so right now I'm gonna be teaching you guys how to do the kickflip. And I mean, what is a kickflip? So the kickflip is
my hands steady, I feel ready, but my legs heavy, I don't get it. How come I haven't hit it already? Still working, I'm still learning, I'm still searching, finally earning something, finally turning something called a profit. If I hear you talking shit, don't get caught in it, I'll be popping off and...
So as you can see, the kickflip is a rotation of your board over itself, and actually it is the first flip trick you guys are gonna learn skateboarding. I mean, before the L flip, before the trail flip and all the stuff, because it's the easiest one out of them all. I mean, yeah. And actually, how are you guys gonna do that? So in order to teach you guys how to kickflip, I'm gonna start out by teaching you guys how to flick the board right, and how to make it go upside down and back around under your feet. Then once I'll be done with that, I'll be teaching you guys how to actually land on the board. And lastly, I'm gonna teach you guys how to catch the board with the back foot, how you're supposed to do it. And after all that, as a little added value, added bonus, I'm gonna try to give you guys answers to what your problem may be, so solving your guys' problem and actually giving you tips to correct your current kickflip and maybe make it better, or maybe help you get it for the first time. When you're gonna be learning this trick, what you're actually gonna have to do is to put your front foot right behind the bolts in the front of the board, around here. And you're gonna put your back foot on the edge of the tail, so really on the edge with your fifth toe hanging off, actually, to help you maximize the pop. Then what you're gonna have to do in order to master a kickflip and master it pretty well and pretty easily is to actually put the board like that, like if you are gonna pop, and to do a little flick motion, so like that, which is the motion you're gonna do for the kickflip. And I don't know if you've seen, but this flick motion, I mean, a lot of people they like to start their kickflip there because they feel like they're gonna get more flick and stuff. But actually what it's doing is actually lowering the power of your foot on the board, because by putting your foot there, you're gonna get it out around here instead of around the nose, which is gonna impact the flicking motion and make it less powerful. So when you do the kickflip, really put your foot there and slide it up toward this quarter of an inch of the board, so around here. This is where you're gonna get the most momentum. So once you do that, so what I would advise you to do is to actually do this little motion 100 times. So trying to put your foot upside down and then to give it a little flick of the ankle. I don't know how to call it. So basically you come to the end, and when you get there, you do this little flick to help you get the extra flip out of the board, and it actually looks like that. So after doing this move for 100 times, as much as you can, you're gonna start out by actually trying it and letting the ball go away, so like that. Not trying to land the trick, but actually just to flick it. So in order to see how the board rotates, if you're actually flicking too hard or if you have to flick harder, maybe, who knows. So yeah. Then after you guys understood the way to actually make the flip happen, so to get the board going like that, you're gonna have to learn how to catch the board. So what I would actually suggest to learn this trick and to learn pretty much every trick is to do a couple where you land just with your front foot on it, like that actually. And a couple of attempts when you only land with your back foot on it. So it's gonna take the fear out and actually get you used to seeing the ball flicking under you and catching it with both feet. And then, when it comes to the catching part of the kickflip especially, what you would want to do is to actually catch it with your back foot. So the higher the better, but when you're starting out, just try to maybe, you know, put the back foot first on it. So like that, it's gonna stop the ball rotation and help you get a cleaner kickflip. And also it's gonna avoid you a couple of actually zipping out. So yeah, and that's basically how you catch a kickflip. And then the last part of this tutorial. And finally, the last part of this tutorial is gonna be like kind of correcting you guys' error. So things you like kind of are doing which make you maybe not land a kickflip. So first possible option, when you do your kickflip, it lands in front of you. So what does that mean? So it means that you're leaning toward the back of the board, because actually when you go to pop the trick and if you're leaning in the back, what's gonna happen is you're gonna push the board forward, which is gonna make it go like ahead of you. So in order to correct that, what I would tell you is to actually lean a bit more toward the front of the board, the nose of the board, and actually put more weight on it and try to actually like get it like that. Yeah, so like from there, you're gonna go from being like a little bit like that, which throws it in the front, to actually being right over your board, centered, or like even leaning a bit forward and doing it like that. So that's gonna keep the board under your feet. Then, second problem you guys may actually be meeting when you're trying to kick with a skateboard is actually the other thing. So you're going for it, but the board is going backward. So what does that mean? According to what I just told you, it means that you're leaning too far forward, which actually makes the board go backward, because same thing happens, like when you're leaning forward, when you're gonna pop and flick the board, it's gonna go backward because you're gonna push it and push it backwards because you're not above it, so you're not gonna push it down but toward the back, and that's gonna make it go away. So what you gotta do then is to actually lean backward on the other direction, try to put more weight on your back foot, and hopefully you will get it to land right under you like that. So that's basically the two main errors that you guys may do when it comes to the board positioning. After that, what you could also be doing is actually what I told you about the flick. You may be thinking like, yeah, I'm gonna get my foot here, it's gonna give me like a lot more flick and stuff, but what this does is actually it makes you flick out like early on the board and get a lot less flick than what you would expect, because you get the most flick out of this little 45-degree angle pocket, which I showed you multiple times already. And therefore, when you're putting out the flick like that, see how the board is way flatter there, like your foot is just gonna slide there. I mean, it's not gonna do much. Whereas when you're here, actually, it's gonna add something to press toward, and actually it's gonna force the board to flick. So yeah, that's basically how you correct these problems. Actually, you slide your foot forward and you try to get it out, doing the flicking motion you have practiced actually a couple of hundred times. Finally, last error I actually witnessed a couple of times teaching it to friends of mine, or even watching you guys try on YouTube, is actually some people, when they do their kickflips, they are like that and they get their front foot down. So they don't actually flick the board forward, but down, which makes them land with their front foot actually on the ground before they actually can catch the board, and therefore they only land it with one foot. So how do you correct that? First of all, what you're gonna have to do is to redo this flicking motion and to get it at the maximum height of the board, which you slide it up. You don't have to actually push the board down in order to actually make the flick happen, but you have to flick the board, which like is the main difference. So instead of pushing down, try to flick up, and it's gonna keep your foot above the board. Then you bend your knee, your back knee, and you land. So I mean, that's pretty much a kickflip. So if you guys have any question, anything like that you didn't understand, or anything that you would like me to add. Maybe you have another problem and you'd like me to solve it. I mean, don't hesitate to tell me in the comments, to maybe send me clips of you guys trying or landing it, even because of this tutorial. I mean, it would make my day honestly to see that. And yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, make sure to smash the like button, to subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace out.
My hands steady, I feel ready, but my legs heavy, I don't get it. How come I haven't hit it already? Still working, I'm still learning, I'm still searching, finally earning something, finally turning something called a profit. If I hear you talking shit, don't get caught in it. I'll be popping off and